Further down the hierarchy is another man who once wore a Wolves sweater, another man who has proven over the course of his career his ability to lead. This season finds that ability tested in a whole new way.
I didn't know when I was talking to Vancouver about this situation and even talking to Wendell, it sounded like Bomber was still going to be back as the captain of the team. Then when I got the phone call, asked me if I'd want Bomber as my assistant, it was a whole new situation. And I actually went with Bomber and went for coffee, and I wanted to make sure he was 100% with it, that we weren't forcing him as an organization into taking a job that he didn't want to do.
I think we both just sort of looked at each other and said, you can't pass this up. The time felt right. The people around him felt right, and sort of I think all the stars started aligning this summer with coaching staff and management here. And and I think when he spoke with, he's got some great people around him. He spoke to Wendell and spoke to some people around the team, and it was pretty much a no-brainer.
For them to show me the commitment that they have in me to offer me something like that, I mean, I couldn't turn that down.
As comfortable as he seems in his new role, Nolan didn't entirely expect such a drastic change quite so soon.
I mean, I planned to play for 5 more years. I wanted to keep playing as long as I could, and I love the game of hockey, and I'm going to miss playing it. But I thought about, would I miss the game any more this year than I would in 2 years? No, it's going to be, the love of the game's always there.
I think the last probably 2 seasons he felt going into camp, his body wasn't just not getting to that point he wanted it to be at, and he had he had some foot injuries and hand, and and then you just know he might, I'm not gonna say he was slowing down any, but he might just feel like blocking all those shots, and it gets and to watch it, and he's not going to recover as quickly as he did when he was 22 at 36, 37. So yeah, for me, I'm definitely, I can't wait to see him in his new suits and behind the bench.
I guess if you were asking why I stepped away now, it's I'm 36 years old, and this opportunity came up. It was for 3 years. I didn't want to play anywhere else but here. With the Wolves organization, I had a great year last year. Everybody around here, the staff's great. You're treated with a lot of respect here, and it's one of probably the best organization to play for in the American Hockey League. Probably the biggest part is going to be the hours. What people don't realize is when you're a player, you work hard, but you're at the rink maybe for 3 hours during the day. As a coach, you're going to be there almost all day. So I think that'll probably be the biggest change. I'm prepared for that. My wife is prepared for that. She knows what it takes to be a good coach. I mean, you have to work hard, put the hours in, and really prepare. The preparation part is huge. So
I am anticipating. You're just expecting the worst, right? You're expecting, okay, if I see you at games, I see you at games, and that's that. Or if I can bring you lunch or something, hug and a kiss, and I'll see you when I see you. But I think I'm expecting a lot of, when Nolan was a player, a game day was essentially. Those were always days that you saw very little of one another. So I think at the start here, I'm probably, in my mind, I'm mentally preparing myself for, just game day after game day after game day. And I think, again, that's why I think it's so nice that we're just familiar with the organization already. Nolan's got that relationship with the coaches already. So to have that family feeling, I think, starting something so new like this is, to me, it's just sort of it's just kind of a load off.
I think it's going to be kind of the same thing though, because Nolan was the captain last year, and he really talked a lot in the locker room and took a lot of responsibility that way. So he knows when to be serious and when to joke around, and I think we're gonna see the same Nolan this year too.
I personally think with Arniel, Foligno, and Baumgartner, we have the perfect mix. We have an unbelievable combination of guys that have played a long time in the league, good combination of personalities and experience, coaching experience, especially with Foligno and Arniel, and they'll bring Baumgartner along as a rookie, I guess a rookie coach. So.
Starting over, I think, no, I mean, it feels great. You know, you're at the top of the totem pole there, and now you're at the bottom. So it's good. You know, the coaching staff jabs me about it, and they're making me run around and get him coffee and all that kind of stuff. So
He's a born leader, so I'm sure there'll a lot of things he needs to learn, and I'm sure Mike and Scott will, you know, lead him that way. But he'll be a good coach, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him a head coach a few years from now.